Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Buck Roll. So a couple days ago, you may recall that we took a trip out to Lake Waco just because I hadn't been out there before. Well, as you also recall, a few days before that I visited the location where the tornado went through Waco in 1953 and caused a whole bunch of people to die. I learned about that by participating in a local Facebook page. And one of the other things I've seen them repeatedly talking about on the site is the old dam on Lake Waco. So I decided to figure out where that was and maybe go visit that today. And in the process, I discovered a couple other things along the lake that might be kind of fun. Now, the lake is about 10 or 12 miles long from tip to tip. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to take a lap around the lake in the car. And since it's 103 out today, you know what? Let's do a car vlog. So this is Lake Waco right here. This is where the 6 goes over the lake. So here we are kind of out on the west side of the lake. For those of you who commented the other day that there were probably areas that are more beachy that you could get into the water if you want. Yeah, this is clearly one of those places. If you can see way on the other end there, you know, that's the dam that we're going to hopefully go and visit. I believe that's what the dam is over there. And you go over right about there as far as you can get in there. That's where we visited the other day. That was that place that was all washed out by the flood. Thank you for all of you, by the way, who gave me the feedback that there are frequent floods out here, because apparently that has happened quite a bit lately. See that bird out there? I don't know what that is. Is that an egret? I'm assuming it's an egret because I know what egrets are, because it was an egret that drained my pond about 2 years ago. Now, like I said, I'm not going to hang out here too much because it's like 103 out here and I've only been out here for 2 minutes and I've already kind of hit my limit. So we're going to get back in the car. There were a couple other things in the area I was looking for anyway. I just figured I found this and I'd stop by and check it out. So just in case I needed any more evidence that the lake sometimes floods from time to time, this road is called Overflow Road, and it runs right along the lake. So this is one of the things I actually saw on the map when I was looking at the area around the lake. This is an area where they fly model aircrafts, but this isn't your tiny little kids airplanes that you're thinking of. These things are 6 or 8 feet long and probably cost thousands of dollars. There's one of them on the ground over there. I'm actually going to walk in here because they got one in the air. And these guys are flying a jet. Check this thing out. It's just landing here. Maybe they'll put it up again. So yeah, this is the one that we just saw flying when we came in here. This thing's clearly about 6 feet long, and it is a jet. It's fast and it's loud. when they were bringing it in, they had it over on the ground there and they were making contact with it. They actually had to wear hearing protection while they were around it. And then the thing runs so hot, they actually blow a leaf blower through it just to kind of cool things down at the end. Apparently this is one of its first flights, so this is a brand new airplane. Apparently it's performing very, very well. So they tell me that in about 3 weeks there's going to be like a big event out here where there's going to be, maybe 80 or more airplanes. So we'll have to come back for that.
5, 6, and 7 September.
5, 6, 7th of September. Okay, I'll be here. Count on it.
It's a weekend. It's Thursday, Wednesday. Well, we'll be here all week, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Those are the big days, huh?
Those are the main days.
Yeah. Nice.
It's a lot of fun. This would be a small airplane compared to what will actually be here.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, for instance, a really big airplane.
Big enough to fly in, or big enough to ride in, huh?
Pretty close.
So this thing even has a little chute that pops out of the back to help it slow down. Apparently it comes out of that little hatch right there. I saw him reload it afterwards. And then this is the other airplane. We didn't get a chance to see this one flying, but look at the detail on these things. Even got a pilot in it. It's amazing. These guys have been out here all day, so I think they're wrapping it up, but we're definitely going to have to come back when they're doing this show, because that's going to be amazing. They're saying some of the planes that these are little compared to some of the ones that are going to be out there. So this was just something I kind of saw on the map, and I said, oh man, I got to go check this out. This thing's really close. And I was actually surprised that there was anybody out here. You figure, on a weekday, when it's hot like this out here, there might not be a lot of people out here. But hey, we at least got to see the two planes, and one of them was in the air. It looked really cool. I actually saw it a little bit in the air when we were driving in. It was already on the ground when we got here. But let's go on to the next location. This was fun, but we'll come back here in a few weeks. So this is something else I saw on the map here, and it's a wetlands down here on the Brazos River. Now it specifically said check in at the visitor center when you arrive. So I went and did that, and it actually looked like the place was empty and there was no one there. And I kind of did a loop around the place and found a door that was open, and then found somebody inside who was just really friendly and very helpful and gave me all sorts of information about this, told me kind of how to get down to the river, which is just literally right down there. So we're going to go check that out. But it's kind of the end of the day for them, so they're going to leave pretty quickly. So they just asked me to park outside, and then I can explore all I want. So the woman that was here was telling me that like most of her business that she does here is like dealing with field trips. And I kind of peered through the windows a little bit, and they look like they have some cool exhibits. So maybe we'll have to come check this place out sometime when they're open. In the meantime, let's take a hike down to the river that, according to the curator here, isn't even rivering right now. Yeah, it's all dried up. Now, she did confirm to me that the park that we visited a couple days ago was has actually been closed for a couple of years, and apparently they don't have electricity down there, and without electricity they can't run the porta potties, and without the porta potties they can't have it open. So that's sort of what's happened down there. So she confirmed to me that there'd been big floods on the lake back in May, so I guess I just missed those. But let's see if we can see any wildlife anyway. So apparently this is really the place to be if you like to bird watch. Although it's probably not going to see a lot out here today because no water, no food, no birds, but just the same, it's beautiful out here. So there's this little boardwalk that kind of goes out into the middle of the into the river area. They say kind of be careful when you're out there because recent floods have caused some damage. So we're going to take it real slow out here. I can feel some of the boards on this boardwalk flex as I walk, so yeah, I'm being real careful out here. And it might just be the wind doing that, but it sounds like there's stuff rumbling around under there. So they say sometimes during the more wet season they will actually stock this with rainbow trout and catfish and let people come in here and do fishing. That'd be fun too. Yeah, it's clear that this has definitely been... Sorry, I heard some more sound here. It's clear that this has been underwater at some point because you can see all the debris on this footpath. That's probably why the wood's in pretty bad shape too. Yep, definitely keeping my eyes out for that. That's sort of the reason why I'm not doing a whole lot of cross-country stuff here and kind of trying to stay on the wood bridge as much as possible. Yeah, okay, granted I'm walking on a grassy area right now, but it's not like a snake's going to sneak up on you that way, right? It's really beautiful out here. Like I said, there's no water, so there isn't a whole lot of wildlife out here. But I kind of love just the openness and, you know, how there's nothing around you. There's no people. You can hear very little road noise. You know, I think I just heard a car pass by over there, but listen to how quiet this is. Just the wind and nature. Unfortunately, it's still 103 out here, so that's kind of the negative part of all this. So I think I'm going to get back into the air-conditioned car now, but we'll definitely have to come out here and check this place out again when the water's back. I bet you there's a lot of wildlife down here then. So I didn't notice this when I walked in, but there's a sidewalk going down to the observation deck. And it looks like they had some little critter that decided to walk through the concrete while the concrete was still wet. Gotta love that. And some more, that was clearly a duck. And then just a couple inches away from it, it's almost like a plant fossil. All right, so as I walk along, I'm seeing this all over the place. So I'm guessing maybe this was something that was done intentionally to kind of add to the interest. Because they're all over the place. All right, as I was walking out towards the gate, I saw this sign that says bee tree. Proceed with caution. So let's see if we can find the bees. I don't know, maybe they're not here either. I don't see any hives and I don't see any bees up there, so maybe they've moved on. Oh, breeze feels good. Yeah, I don't see any bees, so must have moved on. So as sometimes happens, I've discovered I have more content for this vlog than would probably comfortably fit into one vlog. So I'm going to break it into two parts. Come back tomorrow and we're going to go visit the Waco Dam, because that was really fascinating too. I learned some cool stuff there. So that is all I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.